What's up, Duelists? MD here, and first off, I'm doing a little something different, getting some webcam here involved, so hi everybody. Alright, so today I've got like a pretty cool Cyberse deck for you guys. Now, some of you might have immediately noticed that there's a lot of OCG cards in here, but I made sure to only use the OCG cards I know for a fact we're getting sometime in the next few months. Like, most of the stuff in here comes out in Cybernetic Horizon, which is literally just a few weeks away. A couple of things here come from Soul Fusion, which releases for us in October. So as you notice, I did not have anything from the Master Link structure deck, like the Signet spell cards or anything like that, because at this moment of recording, we don't have an official English release date for that, so that's why I didn't put any of this stuff in there, regardless of how good that stuff is. So, I wanted to make this deck for you guys because, personally, I think Cyberse is just such a cool deck. Like, it may not be competitive per se because it's honestly too fair of a deck. There's like good cards and there's nothing like broken about it. But I said this in my video that I did the other day with the new starter deck, and I'll say it again. Cyberse are just one little push away from being a top tier deck. And this deck profile here just kind of shows that what they can do. Even though they're not broken or high tier, they can do a lot of cool stuff. And the main thing we're going to focus on here is Cyberse Magician and Cyberse Clock Dragon. Now this creates kind of a mini lock, which I'm going to go ahead and explain here first with Cyberse Magician. It's a Cyberse ritual monster, which is a little odd, but I think it's a pretty cool concept. So let me go ahead and read this effect here. While you control a Link monster, your opponent's monsters cannot target your monsters for attack except this one. Remember that, that's very important. Also, your opponent cannot target monsters you control with card effects except this one. If this card battles a Link monster, it gains 1,000 attack during damage calculation, which I think is pretty cool because it helps you run over things like Firewall Dragon, even Borlow Dragon during your battle phase, which that's pretty cool right there. And this card in its own position is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, not by battle. Also, which, but it's something. You can add one Cyberse monster from your deck to your hand. So it kind of replaces itself, not fully because it adds the hand and not special summon, but it's something. It's still nice that it kind of replaces itself. So like I said, remember the preventing your monster from being targeted by battle and card effect. Because next we're going to go ahead and look at Cyberse Clock Dragon. This is pretty much the mascot. Now, it literally is the mascot for Soul Fusion, so that's how I know for a fact we're at least getting him. And his materials are one Clock Wyvern, which is this guy right here, which I will explain in a minute, and one plus Link monster. When this card is fusion summon, you can send cards from the top of your deck to your graveyard equal to the combined Link Vrains of all the materials used for its fusion summon, and if you do, until the end of your next turn, your other monsters can't attack. Also, this card gains 1,000 attack for each card sent to the graveyard by this effect. So he could very quickly become a very huge beat stick, which, unless you're going second and want to go for the OTK, I really wouldn't really worry about that effect too much. While your opponent controls a Link monster, your opponent cannot target monsters you control for attacks except this one. Also, your opponent cannot target monsters you control for card effects except this one. So now you guys can see what a little block here is. So if you have this, the Cyberse Magician, and any Link monster, your opponent cannot attack any of your monsters. Your opponent cannot target any of your monsters with card effects. So it creates kind of a lock there, which is really, really cool. But I'm sorry, let me finish reading his effects here. And if this fusion summon card you control is sent to the graveyard with its own card effect, you can add one spell from your deck to your hand, which is a little more impressive than the Cyberse Magician recovery effect because it's any spell card. There's no restriction on what it is. So that's really, really cool there. So yeah, the main idea of this particular deck is to get this guy out, any Link monster, and the Cyberse Magician to create kind of a lock that's like I don't want to say it's impossible to get around, but it is very annoying for any deck to deal with. So let me go ahead and just give like a brief explanation of the rest of the cards here, because I mainly want to show you guys what the deck can do. So one of the new cards, like I said here, is Clock Wyvern. This is going to be coming out in Soul Fusion. I mean, we don't know that for sure because it hasn't technically been announced, but the Clock Dragon is the mascot of it, so there's no reason why this shouldn't come out in Soul Fusion. So this card is normal special summon. You could have this card attack, and if you do special summon one Clock token, it's a Cyberse Clock token, by the way, so that's very important. You can only use the effect of Clock Wyvern once per turn. So this could be like a one-card Link monster here. I'm trying out 2 for now, because that seems to be working for me. I'm debating upping this card to 3, because it's a really good card, regardless. And another new one here. Actually, yeah, now that I think about it. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, this one's here to Signet Fusion. And we do have a way to search this card, by the way, which I'll show you guys in the extra deck. Fusion Summon, obviously it's a polymerization for Cyberse monsters here. And it's got the effect of you control no monsters in the extra monster zone. You can also banish one Cyberse Link material from your graveyard as fusion material. So that's pretty cool. So if you have nothing in your extra monster zone, you can activate that, fuse on some little clock wire, and banish something from your graveyard, which is kind of cool, but it's kind of at the same time because you want a Link monster somewhere in order to activate that lock there. So as long as you have a Link monster in your regular monster zone, then that's not that big of a deal. Everything else here are things that we already have now. First of all, being Signet Ritual. This would be the card that we use to special summon the Cyberse Magician here. This card can be used to ritual summon any Cyberse Ritual monster. We do have another Cyberse Ritual monster. He's not bad, but he's not necessary for the lock, so that's why I don't have him in this particular deck, but I definitely plan on messing with that card in the future. Same ritual stuff here. You have to tribute monsters, hand or field whose level equal or exceed the ritual monster in your hand. Also, if you control no monsters, except for the time this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card, one ritual monster from your graveyard. Oh, yeah, no, I'm sorry, you don't add it. You can banish this card and a ritual monster from your graveyard. You're supposed to summon 2 Signet tokens, Cyberse, and their Cyberse types in defense position. So, for a ritual spell card to be able to do something in the graveyard, it's pretty cool. And it also creates Cyberse tokens, which helps with your Link, which, again, pretty cool. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and look at some of the other monsters here. Lady Debugger being the first one, which we are going to be getting very soon. Very, very soon. I think we already have her, actually. Do we have her? Oh, no, we don't have her. We don't have her. We're actually getting her in the next structure deck, the Power Code structure deck. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that, too. There's also have some cards here from Power Code, which we are getting in August, so this is just around the corner for us as well, along with Cybernetic Horizon. So this is going to be your main search for the decks. Basically the Stratos for Cyberse. You add a level 3 or lower Cyberse monster from your deck to your hand. You can use them once per turn. Not exactly Stratos, but most of the Cyberse monsters are level 3 or lower. And next up here, Bouncer Lord. Very, very important. Probably still the most important Cyberse main deck monster. You pay 1,000 and you can do an additional normal summon of a Cyberse monster. And if this card is banished, you can special summon a level 4 or lower Cyberse monster from your... Oh, actually, oh wait, it's any monster. Oh wow, I thought it was just Cyberse monster, but it's any. Okay, that's pretty cool. I actually never knew that. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I've only gotten to, like, really starting getting to Cyberse recently. Like, I've always been saving up some Cyberse stuff, just because I've always wanted to do it, but... I never really read this card too much other than its normal summon effects. Widget Kid is one of the cards that we just got from the new starter deck. This card is normal special summon. You can special summon a Cyberse monster from your hand in defense position, so pretty good way to spend this stuff here. Backup Secretary, in my opinion, one of the best Cyberse main deck monsters. If you control a Cyberse monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. Unfortunately, you can only use that special summon that way once per turn. So of course we have Destroy. We have Nightmare Corrupted Eebly. Really, really good Cyberse monster. Really be able to mess with your opponent, saying that they can only Link summon. So that's really, really cool. Got one-time passcode here just to make a token. We have these two here. I only run one of these because they're not really too necessary for the combos here, but it's still nice to have cards I can supposed to summon from hand, which is what these both do. Same thing with Link Slave. He's pretty much a Cyber Dragon for Cyberse monsters. And of course, we have Call by Grave because we do not like hand traps whatsoever. Got 2 Gold Sark in here for his banishment effect, and also Dot Scraper. It's because when he's banished, you can special summon him from grave. You can only use that once per duel, and he has an effect to where if he's sent from grave, you can special summon him, and again, it's only once per duel. And the rest of the cards here, I believe, are pretty explanatory. Same thing here with the extra deck here. I already went over Clock Dragon, Firewall's Firewall. We all know Link Spider, Link Karibo. So happy that we got that reprinted. Okay, so there's lots of tokens that we can use for this guy here. Base Inflare just because he's generic. Same thing with Honeybot, Akashic, which doesn't have an for the bounce. Binary, Xcode Talk, which doesn't have like a little Cyberse beat stick. Same thing with Trigate, because when the lock fails, you are able to make Trigate with all 3 effects. It's not very hard for Cyberse to do. But the ones I want to focus on here most is going to be Cyberse Witch, Clock Spatroy, and these 2 here, because that's how all of your combos beats start. So Cyberse Witch, with this, if a monster is supposed to summon to this card, if a monster is special summoned to one of the areas that this card points to, you can banish a spell from your graveyard, add 1 Cyberse Ritual monster and a Signet Ritual from deck to hand. So really, really cool. It has a way to search out both this and the Ritual spell all in one swoop. And during your main phase, if that effect was not negated this turn, you could target one level 4 or lower Cyberse monster in your graveyard and special summon it. So it helps you get materials already for the ritual summon. So this is a very, very good card. And Clock's Patrol is like it's kind of like the counterpart to Cyberse Witch because this is for the fusions. But if this card is Link's summoned, you could add a Cynet fusion from your deck to hand. So immediately on summon, it adds the fusion. So it's really, really cool. And if a monster is special summoned to a zone that this card points to, you can target a level 4 lower Cyberse monster in your graveyard, special summon it. It has its effects to negate, and also you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of the turn, except fusion monsters. So it's not really affect our rely on too much. Not one I would use too much unless you need to special summon that monster to help out with your fusion summon, kind of, or with a ritual summon, or like another summon. Again, it's not something I use too much, but it's kind of situational. Alright, and next up here, these two monsters are going to be important here. So first off, Link Devotee is one level 4 or lower Cyberse monster. If this card is special summon, you cannot Link summon Link 3 or higher monster for the rest of the turn, which is completely fine because our lock combo does not require that. And also, when this card is tributed, you can special summon 2 Link tokens that are Cyberse at level 1. So it works well with this guy here. And last up here for the part of the combo is Link the Cyberse. Now this is the only card here that we're not sure when we're getting in the TCG, but it's such an important card, guys. Super, super important. So this is currently a V-Jump promo for us. I'm not really sure when we're going to get it. We might get it as an English import and say Soul Fusion. It's not impossible for us to get it as an import in Cybernetic Horizon, but I'm personally not going to hold my breath too much on that. But it'd be really great if it did. And it also can be like, it can be the next jump promo after that one, after that other, I think, Stardust? No, it's not Stardust, it's a Synchro Dragon. But after that, this could be the next V-Jump promo. I'm not sure, but like I said, this one's super important. You could attribute one monster to this card, 22, draw a card, and then place one card from your hand at the bottom of your deck. So it also helps draw a card and tributes a monster it points to. So that's where this comes in handy to special summon 2 tokens. And yada yada yada. Alright, I've wasted enough time explaining the deck here. I want to show you guys some of the replays I did. Managed to get 2 really good replays in that really show what the deck can do. First up here, we're going to go against Sky Strikers here. And my hand here, I open up absolutely broken. So I go ahead and use the effect here for the extra normal summon, go for the Eevee, go for a special summon there. And right there immediately, I'm able to put the Eevee on my opponent's side of the field, which already can be very annoying. And then I went for the tribute here. Special summon a backup secretary. And that's where this whole little combo comes into play here. So I said this is super, super important card I have here. And right here, the Cyberse Witch activated, banishing the Cynet backdoor, adding these 2 to my hand. And it's really awesome that I open up with a card. Wyvern here. That's where everything's just going to come into play perfectly. World Legacy Succession, pretty much Monster Reborn for Links, which is so awesome that we can have it 3. And right there, I kind of made a little bit of a misplay. I forgot that you need to use a Link monster and not a Cyberse monster for the fusion summon, but luckily, that whole tribute thing with Link Kariba is a quick effect, so I actually managed to save myself there, which I thought was really, really funny. And right here, we have our lock. Our opponent cannot target anything we have here for card effects, and cannot target anything here by battle. So, any popping effects from Sky Strikers won't work. If they can make a Borolo Dragon can't even get over this because they need to attack it. So, we have ourselves a really strong field here. And not to mention, most people just push Cyberse aside as a complete scrub deck. So they don't bother reading Cyberse because so many people think Cyberse is just a trash deck of Yu-Gi-Oh! But you'll see very quickly. Just watch this. I'm not going to pause or anything. Just watch what this guy does. He goes pretty broken here. And at the time, I didn't know it was Sky Strikers. So Sky Strikers don't exactly have... They don't have too much of a hard time getting over Eevee. So that tributing card easily kind of got over that. So it wasn't much of a lock. So you can see my opponent just goes off like crazy. And watch... Okay, I know I said I wouldn't pause, but... He tries to activate Widow Anchor, which targets... Can't target anything, so he literally had to target his own card. Then he went for Hercules Beast. Beast Base. Wow, why did I say Beast? It's a Beast equipped card. No, let's put it like that. So he does all that stuff. and he just scoops right then and there because he can't even attack anything, and I pretty much just had game from right there. So I could have knocked it out with either the Clock Dragon, Cyberse Magician. I didn't even need to do anything else from here. Like, this was pretty much my game from right there. And I've got... Oh man, when that first happened, I laughed like crazy. And you want to see something even funnier? It's going to be Lights One next. And I open up a very, very similar hand here. So we got this card right here, Link Disciple. Go for the Dot Scraper effect. That's how you... Link Disciple super, super important. I really hope we get him as an import soon. So I'm not going to pause it all, it's the same stuff. Go for the Clock Dragon first this time, though. I managed to get all of the ritual stuff that I need. Activate Clock Warrior Event to get a token. This is one of the reasons right here that I'm debating on just having 3 Clock Dragon. Now, I summoned Honeybot, I'm not really sure why I summoned a Honeybot there now that I think about it. Because I thought, I don't know, like, I was, like, so happy with everything, and, like, I got caught up thinking I could get the Honeybite point somewhere else, but, like, no, that's not how it works. No, dumb, well. But, yeah, anyways, it doesn't matter what Link monster's out there, it's just as long as there's a Link monster. Alright, so, my opponent opens up pretty good. Don't want that Wolf activating, that is for sure. So my opponent gets a pretty good start up here for my Torn deck. Just going off, doing his stuff. Just having a merry old time. Gets the Isolide. I probably butchered up pronunciation. I can't remember for sure how to pronounce that. Then he goes my Hero Kid, which I thought was a little interesting. You don't see Hero Kid. You see Hero Kid a little bit here and there, but you don't see him too much. So I thought that was kind of cool to see. I was like, I didn't even care about that card right there, the Eevee, which he didn't even use, surprisingly. And that's the first thing that he did. Like, he tried going for something here with the Nightmare. I think Troymare sounds cooler, though. The Nightmare Unicorn, he tried spinning one of my monsters. He can't target anything. So, that kind of just flopped right there. But he managed to get rid of the Dead Brilliant Fusion. So, it wasn't a complete loss on that. So, he's just going on, doing his thing. Getting the rating here, got Tri-Gate Wizard. And he just kind of ran out of time after that. Because originally he did try to banish something, but the banish effect targets, which he couldn't do. So, again, guys, this is a really kind of cheeky kind of lock here, which I personally am looking very much forward to playing this come October once we get everything. I'm really hoping we get Link Disciple as a print by then. If not, there's kind of a sort of way to do this lock with just Clock Wyvern. And there's an even minier lock you could do with just Cyberse Magician and Honeybot with Enko Talker, I think. But I don't recommend that one because it's very situational to pull off, and it's not a very consistent thing to pull off. This is at least pretty consistent. So, again, sorry. I don't do many of these kind of videos myself, so hopefully I'm gonna get better with just doing solo webcam videos in the future to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I do this a lot with Pokemon, but Pokemon I've been doing like constantly for years. Yu-Gi-Oh! Has always been kind of a back and forth thing for me. Like, I love Yu-Gi-Oh! Don't get me wrong. It's just Yu-Gi-Oh! Is something I choose not to do like competitively, just because I just like Yu-Gi-Oh! For fun, you know? Like, I love to have fun with Yu-Gi-Oh! And I love having, I mean, don't get me wrong, I like competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! As much as the next guy. It's just I choose not to do as much competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! It's just more fun Yu-Gi-Oh! So that's why I kind of stumble on my words still with Yu-Gi-Oh! I need a second to catch my breath. So, apologize for that. Hopefully I'll work on that in the future. But, again, I'm just so looking forward to this lock here. Once everything comes out in Soul Fusion and Cybernetic Horizon and the Power Code Structure deck. And, honestly, I will probably do another future video showing how you can do the lock with just the Clock Wyvern if we are not able to get the Link Disciple, which I'm hoping we do, because it's the most consistent way to pull it off. Clock Wyvern's a little less consistent, but it's still fairly consistent. So I'll make a video in the future showing you guys how to do that. So, enough about me rambling on about nonsense. If you guys like this video, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And with that, this has been Magicians, Descendants, and you Duelists. Have a good day, and to all my people out there who love Cyberse, hopefully you all enjoyed this video. Anyone who tells you Cyberse is a garbage deck, guys, show them this video. Cyberse has a lot of fight in them, and they're going to get so much more fight in the future. especially with the Master Links. The Master Link structure that's coming out. That's going to be an awesome one. Really hope we get a release date for that soon, and if we're lucky, it can even be this year. I'm hoping. So yeah, the minute we get Master Link announced date, I will be making another video showing that. Okay, for real this time. You all have a fantastic day. See you guys later.